The entire E3 Nintendo Direct 2019 is leaked? Well, it's that time again.
Blocked content.
What's happening, my Blocked buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your Leak Speak content for today. And yeah, it looks like it's that time again. It always happens around this time of year, and I couldn't be more happy. I mean, this is kind of like Christmas if it ends up being true. Yeah, we're going to dissect a leak today. This leak comes from none other than 4chan, of course. We find a lot of stuff here, and sometimes it makes no sense at all. Sometimes it makes complete sense, and sometimes it's a little bit in the middle. I feel like today we are looking at a leak that's a little bit, off center. I feel like there's a lot of information in here that end up, being correct. There's a lot of things here that everyone could kind of mention and everyone could kind of predict. And there's a lot here that I think just is right on the money and I didn't even expect to see on the Nintendo Direct release doc. So what actually happened is an entire document leaked. It was just printed on a table. This could have been a Nintendo employee. This has happened in the past, actually. An entire, schedule has leaked for, a direct presentation or something else, an E3 related thing. I know there's also a very big Microsoft thing that just leaked a few hours ago, which it talks about all the E3 stuff from Microsoft, but also some more. So I'm really curious to dive more into this one. For those of you guys who like giveaways, we are giving away that Piranha Plant plushie. Remember to like this video, subscribe to Blocked Content, and comment down below to enter for that giveaway. Maybe you'll give this plant boy a sweet home. All right, guys, let's get into this. So in this video, we're going to be talking about that leak that talks about the Electronic Entertainment Expo and the schedule that has been released for that. And of course, this could be a potential spoiler for things that will happen within the Direct and within the Treehouse, because it doesn't only talk about, what publisher these games are from, what the games are, but also if it will get a trailer and if it will get a demo on the show floor of E3, and also if it will appear on Treehouse with, a streamed segment that they go throughout the games. So you've been warned. There's a very big chance that this is not real, and we, usually just speculate about the leak speak kind of stuff just because it, opens up some conversation about games, even if it's a wish list that someone made that they're trying to pass off as a leak or as a rumor. Then thank you, because we get to talk about the things we love, and that's all these crazy cool games. So the first one on the docket, here we go. This makes complete sense. Super Mario Maker 2. Now, of course, we got that Direct just now, which was insane. We got a lot of stuff to cover from Super Mario Maker 2, so if you love that game, you're in the right place here in Blocked Content. But also, it looks like we are not getting a trailer, but it is going to be shown off at Treehouse. Now, this kind of makes sense in my eyes, although I would have loved to seen a trailer within the Direct, and I feel like that makes sense. Not having one also kind of rings true, because we've already had so much footage within that Nintendo Direct that was specifically for Super Mario Maker 2. So I would kind of take this, and then having it shown off at Treehouse is of course one of the bigger things. Now, we're not getting a trailer, but there is an Invitational. There's some sort of tournament going on with Super Mario Maker 2. Of course, we had these kind of things with the first Mario Maker, and it was very popular, and a couple of top gamers from around the world got to play these crazy Super Mario stages. Some were like Kaizo stages that were super difficult to go through, and some were, fairly easy for everyone, but it was just a speedrunning challenge. Anyway, I think they're going to do something similar to that with Super Mario Maker 2. Of course, there will be a lot more new stuff. Of course, there's an entire new game style, which is, of course, Super Mario 3D World style, which looks insane. So I am looking forward to this one. Now, the next one is Animal Crossing. Of course, Animal Crossing, people expect this to be the biggest game for Nintendo on E3, just because it makes the most sense, it being, the most further along in development of the games right now. I mean, there's nothing announced for Mario, there's nothing announced for Zelda, along, aside from the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and there's really nothing more for Kirby. There's nothing, the big one other than that would be Pokemon, right? So Animal Crossing being the big first party thing, people are expecting it to dominate E3, with Nintendo. And from this look, we are getting a trailer, we are getting a Treehouse, but we are not getting demos live. This is what irks me a little bit, because every big game that Nintendo has brought out to E3 the past couple of years has been big in the demo kiosks, right? Whenever, the big explosion was The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and everybody could play it at E3. There were booths and booths and booths, and so many people could play that game. And then with Super Mario Odyssey, the same thing happened. It was there, you could play it, everyone had a great experience. And with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it was the same exact thing. Even though that build was very small, not too many characters, you could play it. So having Animal Crossing there, have a treehouse segment and a trailer is great, but not having a demo on the floor and it being your big game and it coming out in fall, that is kind of iffy to me. So the next game is, of course, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Now, I'm looking forward to this game so much. It will have a demo, it will have a treehouse segment and a trailer. That's pretty much to be expected. They are going to milk everything out of this game. And the art style, I don't know what you guys are saying about it, but I actually like the art style. I think the art style from the opening cinematic is a lot cooler, though. Now, we get 2 Kingdom Hearts games. Kingdom Hearts, the story so far, which, already is out for different consoles. It's, the older games. And then Kingdom Hearts 3 Final Mix, which would be great if Square would bring it to Nintendo Switch. Not only could you play Kingdom Hearts 3 on the go, but it would also be the definitive edition of it, right? The Final Mix type of games. They always add so much more to the core experience. So I really feel like this is a really right move for Nintendo to make. And of course, it would open up the floodgates for more Sora in Smash, maybe. Now, Demon X Machina, yep, it's getting shown off with Treehouse segment and a little bit of a demo right there too. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, I'm not too hyped about this game. I would take a Marvel vs. Capcom over this, and maybe even the Avengers game from Square Enix. But yeah, sure, show some new stuff. Now, Luigi's Mansion 3, a lot of you guys are super excited about that, and if this is to be believed, then it will get everything: a demo, a treehouse segment, and a trailer. I just want to know what the story is. I want something really unique and new. I don't really care about too many new gameplay mechanics. I just want to know story. If there's one franchise within the Mario universe that I feel deserves a great story, it's, the RPGs, but definitely also Luigi's Mansion. Shin Megami Tensei 5, that's really cool. So Atlas is bringing that. Then we have Pokemon Sword and Shield appearing, which will not have a trailer, but it will have actually a treehouse segment. So they'll probably catch some Pokemon in the start and kind of, where my Grookey boys at, right? So Astral Chain is happening. Of course, this was announced in a previous direct, and it looks pretty hyperactive and awesome. Then we'll have Monster Hunter Portable, which I think is the first time that that's going to be really cool. Then Tekken 7, well, I hope that they're going to do some justice with this game, because I feel like Tekken on Nintendo consoles hasn't been the greatest. They add some stuff here and there, but mostly I feel like it's a little bit on the underutilized software, right? But Tekken is a great franchise, so many cool characters, so I would love to have it on the go with Nintendo Switch having this Tekken style. Now, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass 2 is what it says, and I don't think that they mean Fighters Pass 2. I think they mean the first Fighter Pass DLC fighter. I don't think they're gonna announce a second Fighters Pass if the first one isn't over. I don't think that there's gonna be a second Fighters Pass at all, and I think that this is gonna be it. So it will have a trailer, of course, because Sakurai cuts great trailers, and it will also be shown off in the treehouse. So there's probably another character there, maybe say an Erdrick or something like that they'll show off, and then no demo. So maybe even it will just release. It says available now, so maybe during E3 it will actually release, which would be crazy because it would be a month after we got some Joker love, so that'd be crazy fast. I don't think it'll happen. Fire Emblem Three Houses, well, getting more info for that game, a trailer and a treehouse segment and a demo. That's going to make a lot of people very happy because the game is looking great. The opening cinematic is actually awesome. I love that trailer, and I can't wait to see more of this game, kind of hidden secrets. Now, Ori and the Blind Forest is here from THQ Nordic, and it will actually just be displayed on the treehouse and have a demo on floor, which is great too. Metroid Prime Trilogy, of course, the Metroid franchise is in a little bit of a rut right now with Metroid Prime 4 having to be remade entirely by now Retro Studios, so it's great to see that we'll have something very soon. It's just released for 2019 right now. So I'm very excited for that. Bayonetta 3 is coming. and I hope to get a lot more love in that trailer, because that trailer is gonna win me over to get the game or not get the game. Now, The World Ends With You 2. A lot of people are super excited about this franchise. We got something called Biomutant from THQ Nordic, which will release this year as well. Then Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which is coming, and that's gonna be great. It actually says September, so is that September of like 2020? That's crazy. It's crazy. Let's do that. Then Town, the previously untitled game from Game Freak that was like tentatively called Town. Now it's just probably called Town. They're saying it's available now, so maybe it'll release right after that direct. Then we have Hollow Knight Silksong, of course Team Cherry making that thing, and it will have either both a demo and a treehouse segment and a trailer, which is great. Then No More Heroes 3, which will not actually have a demo and it won't have a treehouse segment, but it will be shown off in a trailer. So this is not No More Heroes like the Travis Strikes Back thing or whatever it was called. This is like proper sequel stuff, and it has no release date as of yet. Cadence of Hyrule, that's also a very interesting thing that was shown off during a mini direct, an indie direct, and I can't wait to actually get my hands on it because the gameplay style is weird, but weirdly enough fits with Zelda, right? I mean, that was kind of the idea. Now, Shantae 5 from Way Forward is coming, and it will both have a treehouse segment and a demo. So for all you Shantae fans, you're going to be pretty happy if this ends up being accurate. And then we have SteamWorld Quest from Image and Form, and that will both have a treehouse segment and a demo, and which is also saying available now. So probably releasing after that direct. So there's a couple of other things here, but this is where the image gets caught off. So we don't really see the rest of this. If you guys can find a bigger segment of this, please let me know in the comments, because I'm totally excited to see what else this says. Even though it might end up not being true, there's a big chance. I mean, it's still very interesting to think about what is coming. It's still a bit sad that there's a couple of things missing here. I, for sure, kind of want a mainline Mario game to at least be mentioned, to at least have some sort of, hey, this might be coming. Because I think the Odyssey engine is too great to ignore. This needs like a Majora's Mask kind of, Super Mario Galaxy 2 kind of treatment going for it. So anyways, I'd love to hear what you guys think of this. If you comment down below, you could be featured in our next video. Today's comment question is, do you think that this leak is true? Do you think this leak holds water? And also, of course, which character would you love to see revealed with the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass? Now, our previous comment question about Super Mario Maker 2's story comes from Good Old Commitment, saying,
I think the story is, so Undodog was walking around the castle and accidentally undid the castle. He later informed people so that they can come out and rebuild. Princess Peach decides to take a vacation as her castle is gone. Bowser finds out and kidnaps her. When Mario finds out after rebuilding castle, he gets there, saves Peach, and destroys Bowser's castle. Now, this one might be a stretch, but Bowser then contacts Mario saying he's sorry and needs help to rebuild his own castle. Mario, being a forgiving person he is, decides to help Bowser out. After that, the story's done, and everyone is seen having sliced the cake in Princess Peach Castle. So thank you so much, Good Old Commitment. That actually sounded like Old Analysis Machine. That sounded pretty, I recognize that voice. Anyway, thank you so much for sending in your comments. These are always a ton of fun to go through, and I love reading them, you guys. So send them in, send them in, send them in. Maybe you could be featured in our next video. And of course, a big shout out to all our latest Patreon supporters who make this channel as great as it can be. If you want to have yourself created in the blocked content style, or join us for discussions live, or have your own ideas animated or created by me, just go to patreon.com/blockedcontent. A lot of fun there, rewards, and all that good stuff. Thank you guys who have been joining us for the longest time. It means so much to me. And remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked Content family yet, E3 is coming up. Big news, big stuff. So click here to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications, because all that news and all that fun, you deserve it right on your doorstep, and it will be delivered daily to you. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys around the corner where there's always more leak speak and blocked content. See ya.